So my name is Lisa Vagers. I think that what most people should know about me is that I'm married to a guy named Josh Vagers. I have 4 sons, and I've been a youth minister now for almost 20 years. Some people just think I'm crazy because I've been doing it this long. A Methodist youth minister asked me to be a chaperone on a trip. He ended up offering me a job. In the Catholic tradition, the most common way for somebody in ministry to serve as a female would be to be a sister. And so I really thought I was being called to be a sister. Obviously, I misinterpreted that call. From about the time I was in middle school, I thought that there was some way I was supposed to especially serve the church in a different way. And I figured it out not inside the Catholic church, but in a youth room at a Methodist church in teeny tiny Jackson, Tennessee. So day-to-day operations for a youth minister, there's the day in, day out of shopping for the supplies that we need, booking a facility, communicating with your volunteers ahead of time, because generally it's easier to have volunteers if they know what they're getting into on a regular basis. I really genuinely love teenagers. I know many people think that it's a difficult age, but it's also an age that is very passionate. They're starting to see the world through some adult eyes, but they also haven't had the world take away their idealism yet. But I also think that teenagers, with every year that passes, are also becoming a population that is more isolated. In some ways, they're more connected than they've ever been, but on the flip side, so many of their connections are actually not in person and don't in any way necessarily address the loneliness that can be found in their years of being a teenager. There's a piece of all of us from the time that we were born until we pass away. There is a part of us, a longing that can only be filled by our God. I love the fact that my job is that I get to teach people about Jesus. I can say I genuinely feel like I am called to this job. What I am hoping is happening in my job is that I am helping people. So many people are selling a product, and that might be a window, which means that they have cheaper utility bills, or they might be a computer that will help them for as long as that hard drive or that screen lasts. But the thing that I'm trying to offer people is something that will impact them past their last day of life. And I honestly feel like I'm honored that God has called me into this job and given me the opportunity. I feel lucky, even though there's a lot of days where it's hard and maybe it's not something that you get a lot of accolades for. You don't hear a whole lot of little kids say, I want to grow up and be a youth minister. But I think it's something that's more than worth doing.